Hello do-it-yourselfers. Today we are putting a new casing around a window. Maybe the old one is beat up, perhaps the dog or an unruly child decided to chew on it, but whatever the reason, we are here to fix it. We are starting today by making the reveal on the extension jamb. A 1/4 inch reveal is typical and marking all corners for reference is prudent. We are going to get this first piece in place, then we are going to go over a few ways to measure and cut our miters. On the very first piece, we can measure between our reveal markings, and that distance will be on the short side of our trim. An air compressor and 16 or 18 gauge trim nailer are pretty necessary tools to make carpentry projects efficient and smooth. This compressor and 2 nail guns were a Black Friday special at Menards, and while they are not high-end, they are cost-effective and will get the job done around your house. Maybe I should have mentioned this earlier, but we are less than 60 seconds in. Casings get installed with the skinny side towards the window and the fat side towards the drywall. On the second piece here, we are just going to mark it in place. This is a pretty fail-safe method, but will involve a little more walking back and forth from the saw. To do this, cut a 45-degree angle on one side, and then line up the miter joint tightly at the bottom, then put a little tick right next to the reveal mark we have at the top, and we cut our 45 starting there. Just to clarify in simple terms, this cut will be going from the short side to the long pointy side. For our next piece, we could do the same thing and cut the 45 and measure it in place. However, it is more efficient to measure it and just make one trip to the saw. While we could measure the inside corner to the reveal marking similar to what we did for the bottom, I actually prefer to hook my tape measure on the outside of the casing. This casing is 2 1/4 inches wide, so we pull the tape measure from the outside of the left casing to 2 1/4 inches past the reveal mark, and this will give us the measurement from the long end of the left miter to the long end of the right miter. When doing carpentry, precision is important. You want to make sure you are cutting on the proper side of your marking. The saw blade is a little wider than 1/16 of an inch, so if you make your cuts all willy-nilly, your miters will not come out looking too great. This particular casing did not come out as perfect as I would like, however it was within the margin for error for a casing that's at my house and will be caulked and painted. If I was staining this, I would have redone a miter or two. It's time to measure the last piece. Chop chop. Check its fit, the last few nails, and level up your house.